Hi everyone, in this tutorial I will show you how to create flower 1 from my blanket pattern design Floral Blooms, and I'm going to show how to work the stitches as well. We will explore the flower 2 design, and after completing the flower 1 design, the rest of the flowers should be easy to follow from my pattern. In this video I will use another yarn quality with similar color, but the yarn weight is different. To begin, we will have to create a magic ring first. Hold the yarn tail with your fingers, make a loop around your fingers and make a cross at the front. Insert your hook under the first string of yarn, grab the second, twist it to create a loop. And now we're going to grab the second string of yarn again and chain one. Now we have formed a slip knot. Next we will have to work stitches into the ring around 2 strings of yarn. This row consists of 8 double crochet US stitches or 8 treble crochet UK stitches. Due to US and UK's different terminologies, I may sometimes refer to a work a stitch instead of double crochet US or treble crochet UK. To begin this round, you will have to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 chain stitches at the beginning of the round will count as 1 double US or 1 treble UK. Okay, you can start working your stitches around, but I don't like leave my chain like it is. I'm going to twist it, and I'm going to twist it twice because I need my short string of yarn also on my left side to work stitches around it. And now we have to work 7 more stitches. Yarn over into space, pull once, yarn over, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull up the loop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You can count once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now I'm going to tighten the gap, and I'm going to join that circle. Insert your hook into the top chain stitch. And join with the slip stitch. I actually want to redo it because I won't have 2 loops on my hook, and I'll join with the slip stitch. Okay. The next round consists of front raised WS crochet stitches or front raised treble crochet UK stitches. It is also increasing round, and we will work 2 stitches around each post. 1, 2. I'm going to twist again and yarn over, and we're going to work our first front raised WS or front raised treble UK, and work the stitch around the post. Now we have 2, yarn over under the first next post, pull once, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Once again, yarn over around the same post. It's the same stitch as you work WS or treble UK stitches, but instead of inserting a hook into the stitch, you insert your hook under the post. And once again, 2. Once again, yarn over, under, another post, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, oh, and 2, 1, and 2, 1, and 2. Now we will have to join with the slip stitch. Okay, now we have completed 2 rounds. The next round will consist of half WS or half treble UK stitches, and again front race stitches. Chain 2, 1, 2, twist. This will be our first half WS or half treble UK. Next we will have to work in creases, 2 stitches around the second post, 1 and 2. Work half WS or half treble UK into the stitch, and after that we are going to work 2 front raised WS or 2 front raised treble UK stitches around next post, 1 and now 2 front raise, 1 and 2. Next again we're going to work half, 1 and 2 front raised stitches, 1 and 2. Next one again half, 1 and 2 front raised stitches, 1 and 2, half, 1 and 1 and 2, again half and 2 front raised stitches, 1 and 2, half, 1 and 2, half, 1 and 2. And now we will have to join this round with the slip stitch again. The next round is similar to round 3 and consists of half double crochet and front raise double crochet US and half treble crochet and front raise treble crochet UK turn stitches. To begin, chain 2, 1, 2, go to twist it, work only 1 stitch around the first post, 1, and around the second post we're going to work again 2 front raise stitches, 1 and 2. Once again work half, half, 1 front raised stitch, 1, and now work 2, 1 and 2. Okay, work half, half, 1 front raise stitch, 1, and now 2 front raise stitches, 1 and 2, 1, half, 1 front raise, and now work 2 front raise stitches, 1 and 2, half, 1 front raised stitch, 1, and now 2 front raised stitches, 1 and 2, half, 1 front raised stitch, 1, and now 2, 1 and 2. Now insert your hook into the top chain stitch and join with the slip stitch. The next round is similar to round 4. Make an increase around the last front post. Yeah. Now we're going to chain again, chain 2, 1, 2, twist it, turn your work, and work 1 front raised stitch, 1 front raised stitch, and 2 front raised stitches. Okay, 1 front WS or treble UK, 1 front raised WS or treble UK, 1, and now 2 front raised stitches around the same post, 1 and 2, half a stitch, 1 front raise, 1 front raised, 1 and 2 front raised stitches, 1 and 2, half a stitch, 1 front raised stitch, again 1 front raised stitch, and 2 front raised stitches, 1 and 2, half a stitch, 1 front raised stitch, 1, once again 1 front raised stitch, and now 2 front raised stitches, 1 and 2. Okay, half a stitch, 1 front raised stitch, 1 front raised stitch, and 2 front raised stitches, 1 and 2, half a stitch, 1 front raised stitch, 1 front raised stitch, and 2 front raised stitches, 1 and 2, half a stitch, 1 front raised stitch, 1 front raised stitch, and 2 front raised stitches, half a stitch, 1 front raised stitch, 1 front raised stitch, and 2 front raised stitches, 1 and 2. Okay. Now we're going to join by inserting your hook into the top chain stitch. This will be second stitch from the bottom up. This will be the last round in pale gray color and consists of front raised double crochet US stitches or front raised treble crochet UK stitches and chain stitches between the stitches. I'm going to insert hook around 2 chain stitches and going to work slip stitch first, and now chain 2, 1, 2, or you just can chain 2 and work stitches around 2. It's for the stitch, and obviously 2 extra chains, 1, 2, to move to the next step, and skip 1 and work a front raised stitch around the stitch, chain 2, 1, 2, again skip 1 and work front raised stitch around next stitch, chain 2, 1, 2, skip 1 and work front raised stitch around next stitch, and chain 2, 1, 2, skip 1 and work front raised stitch around next stitch. Continue working stitches to the end of the round by working front raised WS or front raised treble UK, and 2 chain stitches between the front raised stitches. And if you're working on this project right now, it is a good time to pause it. This is part 2, and the stitches have to be worked in mustard color. The part 2 consists only of 2 rounds. In the first round we will work double crochet US or treble crochet UK stitches, and some of the stitches will be joined together to create a popcorn stitches. I'm going to create a slip knot and work a standing stitch WS or treble UK to begin this round. Next, yarn over. Hold the shortest tail, insert into the space, yarn over, pull once. Now we have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. Now we have created our first double crochet US or treble crochet UK. Next we are going to work on popcorn stitch, which consists of 5 double crochet US or 5 treble crochet UK stitches. Yarn over and work the stitch in usual way. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now we're going to skip our first stitch and insert your hook into the second stitch and pull the loop through. Yeah, and now yarn over and work WS or treble UK stitch into the same space. 2. Next. Now we're going to work exactly the same into the next space, yarn over, WS or treble UK, 1. Next work 5 times WS or 5 times treble UK into the same space for the popcorn stitch. 3, 4 and 5, skipping first, insert your hook into second and pull up the loop, yarn over and another WS or treble UK. Once again yarn over into next space. Continue working stitches to the end of the round. Each space will have a popcorn stitch with 1 stitch on each side. To begin the second round, chain 1 and work single crochet US stitches or double crochet UK stitches, 1 stitch per stitch. And if you are working on this project right now, it is a good time to pause it. Now we are going to work on part 3 and crochet petals. All petals are in petrol color, and all stitches in this round double crochet US or treble crochet UK stitches. And we will have to work 9 increases in this round. Before you start, you can use stitch markers to mark spaces where to work increases or count as you go. This round begins with standing stitch, double crochet US or treble crochet UK. Create a slip knot before inserting the hook into the stitch. Yarn over once, insert into a stitch and work double crochet US or treble crochet UK stitch in the usual way. We will also have to make an increase in the first stitch, work double crochet US or treble crochet UK into the same stitch. After that, work double crochet US or treble crochet UK stitches to the next increasing place. Work one stitch per stitch and make increases into the 6th, 11th, 21st, 26th, 33rd, 38th, 46th, and 51st stitches. The next round consists of front and back raised WS or front and back raised treble UK stitches. Work back raised stitches around 2 stitches in every place you made an increase. As the back raised stitches work in this flower as a division between petals. The rest of the stitches will be front raised stitches, and you will have to make an increase in the middle of each petal. To begin this round, I will first work back raised slip stitch around the post. Insert your hook from the back around the post. Work the slip stitch in the usual way. Next, chain 2, 1, 2. You can keep it like that. I'm going to twist it and yarn over around the post. Pull once, pull through 2 loops and pull through 2 loops. Now we have created 2 back raised WS or treble UK stitches. Next we will have to work front raised stitches till next 2 stitches. Next we're going to work front raised stitches, yarn over around post, pull once, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops. We will have to increase. We will have to make one increase in every petal per every row. 1 and the second stitch around the same post, 2. Another front raised stitch and one more. Next we have these 2 stitches together. They will be our back raised stitches. 1 and 2. Next we we're going to work front raised stitch, 1, going to increase, 1, 2, and 1 front raise, 1, once again 1 front raised. And now we're going to work back raised stitches around these 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Continue working the stitches in the round and make increases where specified on the diagram, and work back raised stitches between petals. The third round consists of back raise and front raise half WS and front raise WS turn stitches, or UK turns front and back raise half treble and front raise treble crochet stitches. The half stitches would be always work between petals or at the beginning and the end of each petal. To begin, I'm going to insert my hook from the back and chain 1. Now I'm going to chain once again, and now yarn over around the post. Insert your hook from the back to front and pull once, and now we're going to pull through all 3 loops. Next we're going to work, first stitch will be half WS or half treble UK, obviously front raise half WS or half treble UK, and 1, and we're going to work front raise whole stitch, Now again you're going to work, now you're going to work stitch between stitches. Now we're going to again work front raise, and now we're going to work again one front raise stitch, and now we're going to work half a stitch. Yeah. Next we're going to work back raise stitch, half a stitch. Once again back raise, half a stitch, and next front raise, half a stitch, and whole stitch. One. Now WS or treble UK between stitches, and front raise stitch, front raise stitch, and now we have to work a half a stitch, half a stitch, and now back raise, half a stitch, back raise, half a stitch, front raise, half a stitch. Continue working the round and make one increase double crochet US or treble crochet UK between 2 stitches in every petal. Altogether 9 increases in this round. Work front raised half double US or front raised half treble UK. 1 stitch on each side of the petal, and work a back raised half WS or back raised half treble UK between petals. And the rest of the stitches are front raised WS or front raised treble UK stitches in this round. The larger pattern of petals consists of 8 rounds. The rest of the rounds are similar to round 3. You will have to work 2 front raise half double crochet US or 2 front raise half treble crochet UK stitches on each side of the petal, and make 1 increase per petal every round. If you made an increase between stitches in one round, then the next round work 2 front raise WS or 2 front raise treble UK stitches around that post, and work 2 back raise half WS or 2 back raise half treble UK stitches between the petals. And the last round, work stitches from the wrong side of the flower, work front loop single crochet US or front loop double crochet UK into petals stitches, and work a front loop slip stitch into 2 stitches between petals. If you are looking at the diagram, you will see back loop single US or back loop double UK stitches. As I've mentioned in my previous video, the diagram shows stitches from the face side only, and the stitches have to be adapted during the work. Flower 2, 3 and 4 have some similarities in the foundation with additional stitches. For example, if we look at flower 2, after completing part 1 and 2, start with the pale gray. First round work stitches in the round. The round starts with a standing stitch, double crochet US or treble crochet UK or chain 3. You can find the diagram part 3, flower 2 on the page number 4. Make increases where required. The first round of increases will indicate the space between petals similar to flower 1 design. To create the spikes, chain as a required number of chain stitches and work slip stitches to return to the circle and continue working stitches in the round. Follow the diagram part 3 on the page 4. After completing the first round, continue with the pale gray and refer to diagram part 4 on the same page. The petals are worked similar to flower 1, but this time you will have to turn your work after each row. Just a reminder, the diagram is written to show stitches from the face side only. Therefore, when you're working stitches from the wrong side, work front raised double crochet US or front raised treble crochet UK instead of back raised double crochet US or back raised treble crochet UK, and work back raised double crochet US or back raised treble crochet UK instead of front raised double crochet US or front raised treble crochet UK. And the increasing method and the last row are similar to the first flower pattern. All petals in this part are petrol color. Each petal has one increase on every row except the larger. When you work increases around the spikes, you must create a balance and work increases on each side of the spikes on every other row. For example, one increase on one side, and when you work the next row, make an increase on the opposite side. And when the spike ends, the increases are identical to the flower 1 design, and the large petal has more than one increase per row. Please follow the diagram part 5 page 4. And the other thing, you have to join spikes with the petals in every row by inserting the hook at the back of the stitch. You can connect the gray petals after each row when you're working on the petrol petals, or by using a tapestry needle after completing both parts. Flower 3 and 4 will have some additional stitches, but the foundation and the work process are similar to the flower design 1 and 2. Therefore, it is important to follow the pages in its numerical order. When all the flowers are completed, follow the diagram on page 7 and some additional drawing on the page 8. In the next video I will show how to work triangular motifs and how to join the flowers and triangular motifs with invisible decorative seams. I will add the next video to the playlist in the next few days. Thank you for watching. I hope you've had great experience. Have a lovely day or evening, and I'll see you soon.